Have you ever been on a team, maybe at work, maybe for an organization, maybe even in ministry, where everything seemed fine at a surface level glance, but deep down you started to feel like something wasn't right? During meetings, people say all the right things, plans are discussed, but strange things are happening without solid explanation. Maybe it's random annoyances, constant miscommunications, tech difficulties, stalled projects, uncharacteristic behavior from what used to be mild-mannered individuals. And it may even feel like the people in front aren't really the ones in charge. My name is Darren Claxton, and this is day 13 of 31 from my new devotional, Bending Bows of Bronze, Subdue the Enemy Under Your Feet. And over the next few chapters of this devotional, we'll build upon day 12's discussion about the enemy weapon of illicit formations and how to navigate situations where individuals secretly aligned with the enemy are coming into agreement against God's people for personal gain. Today's Bible case study exposes the true villain of the David and Saul narrative. Those of you who have read the book From Spiritual Glaucoma to Conqueror's Vision, you know we go in depth into that throughout the entire book. But here we are in 2 Samuel chapter 2, where Saul is dead, Jonathan and two of his brothers are also dead, and Abner, Saul's cousin and his general, all the time that Saul was chasing David. This is a man who has the influence of 11 of the 12 tribes of Israel. And he has a decision to make. He can throw his weight behind David, who has been anointed king over his tribe of Judah and is known by all to be God's appointed king of Israel. But instead, he engages in illicit formation by orchestrating rebellion against God's revealed will and installing Saul's son Ishbosheth as king. This is a guy who is fearful, is a guy who is incompetent, a guy who is a figurehead, but Abner wants to be in control, and propping up Ishbosheth allows him to be the true power behind the scenes. He instigates a skirmish against the army of David's general Joab, gets his tail absolutely handed to him, but in retreat, Abner kills Joab's younger brother Asahel, unbeknownst to Joab. When Joab catches up to Abner and his men, Abner manipulates Joab into a truce. He's like, yo, why are we fighting each other? Even though he was the one who started it. So the Philistines are out west, and the Moabites are out east, and the Ammonites up north, and the Amalekites, like they're just waiting for us to wipe each other out, man. Let's just come together. Let's let bygones be bygones. And Joab is thinking Ishbosheth is the king. He's the one who's in control. So he's like, whatever, all right, we'll back down for the good of the nation. And Abner wants no parts of Joab. And he knows his lies are not going to hold up. So even though he and his men are exhausted after getting ran off the field, they travel all night to get back to their home base because he wants to be as far away as possible from Joab when he finds out that his brother is dead. If Joab had known in that moment that he was the one calling the shots, I don't think he would have let him waltz away. And we'll continue this story in day 15. People who wield the weapon of illicit formation, and two of the weapons we'll discuss tomorrow, they don't want to be in the limelight. What they do want is access, they want influence, and they want control. And they often, like Abner, they come cloaked in experience. They're well respected. They may even appear to be super spiritual, but their allegiance is to themselves, not to God's agenda. If you are facing opposition that feels confusing, it feels manipulative, it feels like somebody else is behind the scenes, I invite you to look deeper and to pray. In any spiritual battle, you want to be praying who is pulling the strings. And matter of fact, God might not even reveal to you who is pulling the strings. It's just important that you know that something else is maneuvering behind the scenes because it changes the way that you pray. Many of us are too judgmental and too petty and too emotional to know who is actually doing X, Y, and Z. Let me reveal something to you. Somebody who is engaging in witchcraft, engaging in covens, they just sin differently from you. So before you want to get judgmental, understand that the knowledge and revelation is just so that you can war better when you are on your knees. We only have one true enemy, and his name is Satan. If you are committed to having godly discernment to help you see through the darkness, just put night vision in the comments and let's come into agreement. Make sure you grab your copy of Bending Bows of Bronze, Subdue the Enemy Under Your Feet. Let's start this journey together. And tomorrow we dive into 2 weapons of Satan that, again, many believers wield to their own detriment. Don't miss out. See you then.